So quite often I make videos that are, directly in response to what somebody has said, and then the question is, well, should I send that video to them by email or some other messaging thing? And the answer is always, I don't know whether to do it or not. Because sometimes just saying what needs to be said in consciousness is enough for us to move along. And sometimes sending these items that I make verbally might actually clog up the process because they've already got the message in consciousness, and then hearing it again verbally might cause them to be confused as to why am I getting this message 2 times or 3 times or 4 times when I got the message the first time and I'm already working on it. This is getting annoying, and it's like, did I do something wrong? Maybe I was supposed to miss. So I can get too many messages that can be confusing to people. All the same, sometimes I really do feel like I want to mail people, and with email that's so primitive, you know, because it doesn't tell you. I mean, when email was more primitive, in other words, it was more advanced. It was at one point. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out when, but maybe 1999. There was read receipts on mail. So if someone, picked up your email, you got a message that said so and so read your mail. On certain mail systems, I mean, the crosstalk of different kinds of mail things, and it's very primitive, but it's just that so many human beings uh, are not helpful when it comes to communication. And I know maybe it's a message you didn't want to receive or whatever, but I don't know if you've received my messages. Well, consciousness knows whether you got them or not. But consciousness has not gifted me with knowing whether certain people who haven't responded to my email months, years. It's like, did you block me on your email program, or did you get a new email account? Or did you get the messages and you don't like me anymore? I'm finding very strange how, artist Bruce in Vancouver, who won't talk to me, hasn't sent me a mail since, well, it did send me, I don't know, never a written message, pretty much forever. So I got a one-way friendship with somebody who I used to consider a friend, and now is doesn't know me anymore. I can't help you out because I pretty much don't want to be dead airing it, and I can't get through, and consciousness still doesn't tell me, even though consciousness knows. Whether artist Bruce has blocked me or various other people, well, because it wastes a lot of my time when, on one hand, Spirit tells me send, because it sends horrible people at me, as the one and only, the great Spirit of all that is, continues to send horrible, evil people at me every day to torture me all day for, I don't know, more than 6 years. And those people say, well, send this here, send that there, and I don't know, I'm all beaten up, attacked electronically, because the big picture is that, everything is the Spirit, and the Spirit is telling us a story, and the story is, well, Bob, for 6 years you're going to get beaten up and not understand why. And even though I know that certain people, whatever their status is of the emails or messengers or whatever it is, and you keep sending things and you're rolling your eyes, is that person hasn't been online for years, but you're forced to do it over and over again. because of the internal affairs departments that continue to tell everybody that, yes, you all do have internal affairs departments that look to see what you've done and what you're doing. And those people who are blocking me, Bob, from knowing in consciousness whether or not someone's available or not on a messenger system, because there are people that are actively against me and playing with the way that I deliver words and horribly trying to kill me. They're people, and they're not necessarily human, and they're not necessarily in our dimension, but they definitely have something to say more than what I have to say about my own life, because that's the way it's set up here in prison planet Earth, where people who belong in prison are the prison guards, and a lot of people who are prisoners should be on the outside. So what's going on is the big sting. Everyone is being checked out, not only on planet Earth, but on other dimensions. People who somehow are connected to what's going on here on planet Earth are all being checked out. And a lot of them are disgustingly evil. And I don't know. They don't tell me what they're doing with these dead people. But that's what happened to those people, and because it is Armageddon. It's good versus evil, and not just on planet Earth, and not just in our galaxy, but other dimensions and other places. Because I can't even tell you, because a long time ago I don't know, we were going to talk about the blanket analogy in I Heart Huckabees. Have you seen that movie? It's worth watching, I Heart Huckabees. So, anyways, as far as sending these things out, I mean, I don't know if someone's going to receive it, but the Arcturian Council told us a long time ago that speaking into, and even if there's no humans in my room, is effective of getting messages into consciousness for humans. Yes. Is there some humans that miss it? No, it's all in consciousness. So just speaking and using, your throat chakra, it does more than move the air in the room. Because you're in a quantum field in addition to being in a room full of air. And the quantum field is different than the air. The air is part of the quantum field, yes, but the quantum field is more than the air. I think that would be accurate to say. So, do I need to send these? Well, I don't know, because sometimes I get hassled to send them, and I look, and then, it's like I'm hassled to make a video that I talk for 45 minutes with, and no one's seen it in weeks. But I do myself look at videos. I looked at one that was, I don't know, it could be 8 months old. Or sometimes they're 5 years old, and they're still relevant, because that's just the way things are becoming more and more, that things are not as time sensitive as they once were. And sometimes the most time sensitive thing for you in this now moment is something that somebody might have made 10 years ago. Because you need that snippet of information, and that's where it was. Does it mean that that person is 10 years ahead of you? Yeah, it could be. But don't give up heart, because, it's just not like you don't win. Like, it's not the first person that gets there wins, because there's lots more challenges and things for you to do. Well, because that's the way it is. So the final takeaways are, again and again, I can't help you out. Just listen to me some more. Next video.